What's up world, it's Dallas with Gadget Hacks, and today I'm going to show you how to make Google Now do whatever you say, even without being rooted. There's an app that does a few of these things that I demoed a little while back called Commander for Google Now, but this one can literally take any command you give it. It's made possible by two apps, AutoVoice and Tasker. There are limited free versions available for both, so I'll be demonstrating using those. But if you choose to grab the paid versions of both apps, you can do a lot more. So let's start with AutoVoice. Just search it by name on Google Play to get it installed. Then just open it up to do a little bit of initial setup. The reason that this no longer requires root is that AutoVoice uses an accessibility service to intercept your Google Now commands, much like Commander does. So you'll have to enable that service first, and you can do that by heading into this Google Now integration menu. From here, tap the Not Enabled button right up top, and that'll take you into your accessibility settings. On this screen, just find the AutoVoice Google Now integration entry, then toggle the service on and hit OK on this next pop-up. And with that taken care of, we're done with AutoVoice for now. Next up is Tasker. The only version on the Play Store is a paid one, but there's a free 14-day trial that you can sideload. I've got a download for that in the full tutorial, which you can find in the description below this video, so go ahead and hit that up. And if you decide to go that route, you'll have to enable unknown sources in your phone's settings under Security. With that out of the way, just tap the Download Complete notification to launch the installer and press Install on this next screen. When it's finished, tap Open, then hit the check button on these first two pop-ups. Now I know Tasker can seem overwhelming to someone that's not familiar with it, so let me give you a quick rundown. You can create profiles, which are basically conditions that must be met in order to trigger an event. The event that profiles trigger is called a task. Tasks can be as simple as opening an app or as complicated as running terminal commands. You can even add multiple steps to your tasks, so you can have a profile trigger a chain of events. But to keep this simple for demonstration purposes, I'll just go with a single profile triggering a single task. So to start, hit the plus button right here at the bottom to create a new profile. From here, tap State, and then since AutoVoice is a separate app rather than a built-in function of Tasker, we'll choose Plugin. Then on this next screen, since we want this profile to trigger a task when a word we say to Google Now is recognized, hit AutoVoice Recognized. Next, we'll edit this AutoVoice Recognized profile by tapping the pencil icon at the top right. This will take you to an AutoVoice configuration screen, and the free version of AutoVoice may show you a couple ads, but just close those out. From here, scroll down a bit and tap Command Filter. This is the word that, when spoken to Google Now, will meet the conditions of our profile and trigger a task. The free version of AutoVoice is limited to 4-letter words, so keep that in mind if you didn't spring for the pro version. So for this example, I'll use the word mute. I plan on setting it up to where if I say that to Google Now, my profile's conditions will be met and a task that mutes my phone's ringer will be triggered. With that done, just hit the check icon at the top and you'll be taken back into Tasker. At this point, we're done setting up our profile, so hit the back button here. Now Tasker will automatically ask you to create a task to associate with this profile. You can name it anything you want really, because this is just for your personal reference. Hit the checkbox when you're done with that, and you'll be taken into a task setup screen. From here, hit the plus button at the bottom again to add an action that you want this task to perform. There are probably a good 100 or so options to choose from in the various submenus, but I'll go with audio since I want this task to mute my ringer. From here, I'll select ringer volume, obviously. Then I'm taken to a screen where I can set the volume level that I want. Since I want it to be muted, I'll go with 0. Now, I just have to back out so that the profile I just made can become active. So to summarize, the profile I just created requires that AutoVoice hears me say the word mute. And then when that condition is met, it triggers the task I just created, which actually mutes the ringer. So let's try it out. Okay, Google. Mute.
Controlling media is not supported on this device.
See, that's exactly why I made this profile. Controlling media is definitely supported on this device now. Just have a look at the mute icon that just showed up right here in the status bar. But this is obviously not the only thing you can do with Tasker and AutoVoice. You can get as creative as you want to, because there are hundreds of tasks that can be triggered by an AutoVoice recognized profile. But for more tips and tricks like this, be sure to check out my article over on GadgetHacks.com. And as always, we'd appreciate it if you would like and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel. So we'll see you again next time, folks, but until then, happy gadget hacking!